Hello, beautiful soul. I'm Emily. If this video found you today, know that it isn't by chance. There is a profound awakening happening behind the scenes, a massive shift in the collective energy between you and the one you are spiritually bound to. Right now, your specific person is being crushed under a weight they simply cannot show the world. Every emotion they've suppressed, every feeling they've tried to run from, has turned into a persistent ache in their heart. And the truth is, you are the source of that ache. I know what you might be thinking. You might feel like this heavy silence or the distance between you means that things are falling apart, that a permanent ending is near. Our minds are programmed to fear this kind of pressure, assuming it leads to a total collapse. But I want you to breathe. Don't be afraid. This suffocating silence isn't the end. It is the foundation of their ego being shaken to its core. Your specific person is finally facing the absolute truth they've avoided for years. It is a sacred awakening, and it's happening right now. So just lean back for a moment and take a deep breath with me. Feel that tight knot of waiting energy in your chest begin to unravel. Feel the invisible pressure on your shoulders lift. Exhale. Beautiful. This short pause is silencing the noise of the world, so your heart can truly hear what I'm about to tell you. As I've whispered to you before, whether it's unhealed wounds from the past or the cold distance that currently stands between you, they believed they could manage this storm. They thought they could hide behind a mask and stay in control. Confronting the raw impact you have on their soul was simply too terrifying. So instead of being honest, they told themselves a famous lie. I'm fine like this. Everything is under control. They truly believed they could lock their feelings for you in a dark cellar, throw away the key, and move on as if nothing changed. They probably even stopped themselves from sending that one text they knew would change everything, thinking silence was a shield. But they forgot the ultimate truth. The mind can build a new world and pretend to forget, but the soul is destined to hear the echo of a divine connection in every single heartbeat. You see, ignored emotions don't just vanish, they grow. Deep in the quietest corners of the spirit, they multiply like a hidden fever. They grow until they reach a point where they can no longer be contained. That void you left behind is creating an internal revolution they never saw coming. Whether you were together for years or your story feels like a series of unfinished sentences, the weight of your presence is sitting directly on their heart. It's creating an unstoppable pressure, an energy that will very soon demand a physical text or an action to break the silence. They are hurting because, for the first time, they see the magnitude of what they pushed away. The enlightenment they waited for was simply the fog clearing from their mind. Now that the veil is lifted, they are left with a naked truth. Their longing for you isn't just a phase. It's the realization that their soul is only complete when it resonates with yours. They've learned the hard way that self-imposed exile doesn't bring peace. The armor of numbness they wore against you has become a cage for their own heart. They've finally realized, through a very painful experience, that depriving themselves of you didn't bring the peace they expected. That armor of indifference they wore, it didn't protect them. It became a cage that locked their own heart away. And that famous silence, contrary to what they thought, it didn't extinguish their feelings. It only made them sharper. When they cut ties with the outside world, the voice of their suppressed emotions began to rise like a scream in an empty canyon. Lately, even while doing the most mundane tasks, their mind is suddenly pulled into vivid scenes of you. It's as if they are falling into a waking dream, trapped in those deep daydreams where they meet your eyes again, completing the moments that were once left unfinished. Your name is no longer just a sound to them. It has become a silent prayer, whispered in every heartbeat and fueled by the sting of regret. Your specific person is now caught in a brutal tug-of-war. On one side, there's a desperate urge to confess everything, to finally send that text and feel the massive relief of the truth. On the other side, there's the paralyzing fear of being vulnerable. This inner conflict is creating a tension so thick it's about to snap. They are left alone with a knot in their stomach and one loud, echoing question: why did I stay silent? They now realize that their silence wasn't a shield. It was a canyon they dug between you, a pitch-black darkness where they are now deprived of your light. Perhaps you've been sensing cosmic signs lately. Have you noticed that, for no reason at all, their energy suddenly invades your mind during the most random moments? That's because their inner noise and those heavy, sleepless nights are leaking into your energetic field like a frequency wave. This isn't just your imagination. Emotional intensity always finds its way through the universal void back to the heart it belongs to. The desire to finish an unfinished story creates a massive magnetic pull that makes distance completely irrelevant. This shift has moved beyond a simple awakening. It is triggering a point of no return. It's shattering the shallow comfort zones they tried to hide in. Believe me, this absolute awakening is stripping away all of their defense mechanisms. For your specific person, you occupy a place that is utterly unique. They see you as someone with a rare, unshakable frequency, someone who stands firmly in their own center. In the most private parts of their soul, you've awakened heights of emotion they never even dared to acknowledge to themselves. And because the pain of running from these feelings has finally exceeded their limit, they are now questioning every logical choice they ever made. Along with this realization, a wave of panic is rising, a desperate fear that they are running out of time. They are terrified that if they continue to stay silent, the karmic door to your connection will lock forever, leaving them on the outside looking in. No, they don't want to watch you drift away into an unknown future without them. They don't want to look back years from now and say, "I wish I had been brave enough." Consequently, the ache in their heart is hardening into a steel-like determination. A determination to shout the words they've kept hidden, to re-enter your life on a completely different dimension. And above all, a determination to stop pretending they feel less than they actually do. None of this is a coincidence. The calm authority you've built within yourself, standing firm regardless of the outcome, has completely lifted the veil from their eyes. As you found your spiritual balance and realized your own worth, the void on the other side became unbearable for them. Your high self-worth is now acting as a flawless mirror. It is forcing your specific person to confront every inconsistent behavior and every desperate escape attempt they've ever made. You see, pain has become the catalyst here. It is the mirror and the teacher. Moment by moment, they are learning their lesson, truly learning. Now, listen to me very carefully. You don't need to chase them. You don't need to reach out right now to try and fix their restlessness or patch up the holes in their world with forced effort. This is a delicate phase of transformation for both of you. This pressure they feel is a sacred, wordless guide leading them to their own truth. And truth always finds a way to speak. When a person feels the cold breath of losing something priceless, everything changes. Their perspective shifts, their voice trembles, and the urge to finally send that text and pour out their heart becomes irresistible. Remember, truth has an elegant way of revealing itself sooner or later. Very soon, you will see honesty replace their stubborn hesitation. You will feel the distance between you dissolve into a fragile, beautiful sincerity. Stay calm. Stay in your center, in that unbreakable balance. Don't let primal fears cloud this perfect karmic process. The tension you are witnessing right now is the final victory of the heart over the ego. It is love reclaiming its throne in every cell of that person's being. Everything that is outdated is crumbling, making way for a connection that is much deeper and eternal. Keep walking your path, keep shining, and stay whole. No matter how much they tried to bury it, that emotional truth has found its way to the surface. Let your awakening clear the air, because the moment you've been waiting for is now perfectly aligned with your frequency. To anchor this new frequency and ground this awakening into your reality, I want you to claim it. Comment down below, "I am at peace and I trust the flow." Your stillness is the only safe harbor for the storm brewing on the other shore. If our conversation today resonated with you, and you want to raise your love frequency to its highest peak, you must experience my special love energy activation. This work is designed to open the doors for those heartfelt apologies, sincere reconciliations, and the long-awaited text messages in your physical world. Watching the miraculous shifts in the lives of those who walked this path before you never fails to excite me. If you are ready to make room for this miracle in your current reality, click the video appearing on the screen right now, or join this transformative journey through the first link in the description. Thank you for honoring this space with your presence and for dedicating this precious time to your own awakening. You are a light. I'll see you in the next video.